Most businesses don't have a tool problem. They have a process problem. Tasks are repeated every day. Information gets lost. Decisions take longer than they should. And the result is simple: wasted time, missed opportunities, and inconsistent results. This is where automation comes in. But before you start using tools like Zapier or Make, you need to understand something more important: how to design a workflow. Because if the workflow is wrong, the automation won't fix it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to design an automation workflow step by step, using real-world examples you can actually understand and apply. Let's start with the basics. A workflow is simply a series of steps that complete a task. Automation is taking those steps and letting a system handle them automatically. So the goal is not just to automate. The goal is to automate the right process. The first step is identifying a repeatable task. You're looking for something that happens over and over again. Something like collecting leads, sending emails, updating records, or managing content. For example, imagine a small business receiving contact form submissions from their website. Every time someone fills out that form, a person has to check it, copy the information, send an email, and maybe add it to a spreadsheet. That's a perfect candidate for automation. The second step is mapping the current process. Before you automate anything, you need to understand what's happening right now. What triggers the process? What happens next? Where does the information go? In the contact form example, the trigger is someone submitting the form. Then the data is reviewed, copied into a spreadsheet, and followed up with an email. When you map it out, you can see each step clearly. The third step is identifying the trigger. Every automation starts with a trigger. This could be a form submission, a new email, a scheduled time, or a new entry in a system. The trigger is what starts the entire workflow. Without a clear trigger, your automation won't work properly. The fourth step is defining the actions. Actions are what happen after the trigger. This is where you decide what the system should do. In the contact form example, the actions might be: add the lead to a Google Sheet, send a notification email to the business owner, send a follow-up email to the customer. Each action replaces a manual step. The fifth step is adding logic. This is where workflows become more powerful. Instead of doing the same thing every time, you can add conditions. For example, if a lead selects urgent, you might send a priority notification. If the request is general, it might go into a standard queue. This is where tools like Make become especially useful, because they allow more complex logic and branching. The sixth step is selecting your tools. Now you choose the platform that will run your workflow. Zapier is great for simple, reliable automations. Make is better for more advanced workflows with conditions and multiple paths. The tool should match the complexity of your workflow, not the other way around. Now, let's go through a few real-world examples so you can see how this works in practice. First example: lead management for a service business. A new lead comes in through a website form. That's the trigger. The system automatically logs the lead in a spreadsheet, sends a notification to the owner, and sends a confirmation email to the customer. If the lead is marked as high priority, it also sends a text message. This ensures no lead is missed and response time is faster. Second example: content automation. A business wants to post regularly on social media. Instead of creating content manually every day, they use a workflow. The trigger could be a new row in a spreadsheet. The system sends that data to an AI tool to generate a post, formats the content, and schedules it for publishing. This saves time and keeps content consistent. Third example: internal task management. A company receives support requests through email. Instead of manually assigning tasks, the workflow detects new emails, creates a task in a project management tool, and assigns it to the correct person. If the request is urgent, it gets flagged automatically. This improves organization and response time. Fourth example: retail or inventory workflow. A product reaches a low stock level. That's the trigger. The system sends a notification, creates a reorder task, and updates inventory records. This reduces the risk of running out of products. Across all of these examples, the structure is the same. Trigger, actions, logic, delivery. That's the foundation of any automation workflow. Now here's the key point. Automation is not about tools. It's about thinking in systems. If you can break a process into clear steps, you can automate it. And once you understand this, you can apply it to almost any business. This is also why this skill is so valuable. You're not just learning software. You're learning how to improve how businesses operate. And that's something companies are actively looking for. If you're just getting started, don't try to automate everything at once. Pick one simple workflow, map it out, build it, test it, then improve it. That's how you build real skills. In future videos, I'll break down specific workflows you can build and even turn into services. If you want to learn how to actually use AI and automation in practical ways, make sure you hit like and follow the channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on real, beginner-friendly automation and AI strategies. And I'll see you in the next video.